Okay, so what we are going to talk about right now is we are having rural reforms, and it looks like some of the things that FDR had done were going well. But in the midst of this, we're going to have the Dust Bowl occur. All right, and so this was the most affected area. This is the United States map, which you guys have been learning the states. This was a damaged region, but then right here was the worst. And what happened was basically this whole area had been plowed very flat, and farmers were just running their crops. They hadn't put in trees or letting the soil rest or, rotating their crops. And so then there was a drought. And when there was a drought, all that sand, that dust, basically the dirt, started just flying around and causing dust storms. And it was about 150,000 square mile area. And then this, of course, was the hardest hit area. And so many people just had to sell their farms because there was no way to make money. There was no way to help their farms. Here's a family trying to get inside during a dust storm. So that dust would just get starting to churn up, and there was nothing to keep it compact on the ground. And many people during this became Dust Bowl migrants. They just got in their wagon or their vehicle and started took to the road, trying to find jobs. Many during that time went to California. There was a movie about this, John Steinbeck's Grapes of Wrath. So there was a movie about this. And the TVA, the Tennessee Valley Authority, was one of the most revolutionary programs of the New Deal. It changed the lives of rural Americans living in poverty-stricken areas throughout Tennessee and in 6 other states. TVA took over the Wilson Dam on the Tennessee River, built 20 more dams. The dams provided flood control, created lakes for fishing and recreation, brought low-cost electricity to a region where only 2% of the farms had previously had electric lights. So the TVA was huge and was really involved with electrical power for the farmland. And then this, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because we watched a ton of things about music and theater that was occurring during this time. I did all kinds of different videos on different people, and radio is coming in. There was this one thing that happened that was pretty amazing. It was called the War of the Worlds. A young producer named Orson Welles put on a show about an invasion from Mars, and it was so realistic that many people were actually thinking that it was occurring. And that was kind of an interesting thing. We've got theater emerging, big bands, movies are coming out, and Wizard of Oz comes out in full color. And so did, they used 250,000 drawings to create Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. So all kinds of movies and theater that I thought you guys could just sort of look at that were coming out during that time.